I live in the city. I'm very comfortable there. The police department know me.
Oh, good.
Everybody in town knows me. I have just built a community. They have accepted me, kind of as the van lady.
Hey everybody, welcome back. So today's video is going to be about Lindy, and she has a YouTube channel. It's called LABA, which stands for Lindy's Awesome Van Adventures. Go check her out on YouTube. She talks about a lot of interesting things. I've always thought it's important to interview a variety of people and who come from different walks of life, because I think it's important to try to reach out to the people out there considering this lifestyle, that you can do it. It doesn't necessarily have to be in an RV or a fancy rig. Lindy does it out of a van and she makes it work for what she needs. I'm hoping that if you've been considering this lifestyle, that this interview might help you. People are choosing an alternative way of living, but also because of all the devastations there have been of people losing their homes due to the fires, due to the flooding. And I want to be able to reach out and help those people to know that there is an alternative way of living out there, and you don't have to be paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars for rent or for a mortgage, sometimes thousands. So for those of you who are more interested in the adventure hiking videos or travel videos where I go and check out different locations, they'll be coming up real soon. I will be going on another adventure soon. But for now, I hope this helps those people that are considering living out of a van or an RV or even their car. So I hope you enjoy this video. Go check out Lindy's Awesome Van Adventures on YouTube, and let's get into the interview. Okay, everybody, meet Lindy from Lindy's Awesome Van Adventures. And we have Marley over here who's sitting in the shade.
Yeah.
Hi, Marley. Say hi, Lindy.
Good morning or
How
good
are you?
afternoon, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Doing well.
Good, good. So, Lindy, how long have you been out on the road?
5 years. And actually longer. I lived in a minivan for 2 years on a KFC parking lot
Wow.
from 2011 to 2013. And then I went into Sticks and Bricks and got back out on the road. So I've been this time 5 years. Full
Wow. So
time
you've done
in
it
the van.
before.
Huh?
So you've done it
I have
before.
done it before, yes.
Do you prefer living on the road? Are you out here?
Well, I live in the city.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I travel once or twice a year because traveling costs a lot of money and I don't have it. I live in the city. I'm very comfortable there. The police department know me.
Oh, good.
Everybody in town knows me. I can plug in at one of the gas stations. Another gas station gives me free ice in the summer. Um, my friend, I have just built a community, and because I never leave my van, I don't leave out anything. I don't do anything. They have accepted me, kind of as the van lady.
And can I ask, how old are you?
I'm 77. I'll be 78 this year.
And did you start this lifestyle by choice or out of necessity?
I think it's both.
Okay.
I wanted to go back to van life because I did enjoy it. But I had a sticks and bricks. And the problem with the sticks and bricks is I was still working. I never stopped. Social Security just wasn't enough.
It's just not.
It's just not enough. So
Yeah.
I had to continue work. But when I reached a certain age, I just went, how much longer is your health going to last? And you need to figure something else out. That's when I really thought about the van life, doing that. The rent was so high, without working, I couldn't pay my rent. So it's kind of, I had to go into it and I didn't. It's really hard to explain.
Yeah.
Because sitting in there watching TV, I went, I really want one last adventure before I get too old to do anything at all.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of different things. It's a combination of things.
Okay. So if you had the choice then to go back to sticks and bricks right now, would you?
No, because I want to do this a minimum of 5 years. My plan was 5 years. But if the option was there, I would, but I would stay on the road maybe 6 months out of the year.
Okay, so you're
I would
definitely
still,
enjoying it.
I'm enjoying the road. There's nothing wrong with my van, but because health issues are getting a little, interesting. Um,
Mm.
I really have to, as a responsible person, think about how that affects me, my dog, you know, what I need to have. You need to have a plan.
Yeah, I think that's
Unless I'm
important.
dying in this van, I accidentally die in this van. I didn't plan on dying in. I don't plan on dying in the van.
Yeah.
At some point, you're going to need help. You're going to have another. I think personally, for me,
Mhm.
I think I'm going to need something else.
Yeah.
And I don't want a regular sticks and bricks. If anything, I only want a tiny house.
Yeah.
I want something I don't have to worry about
Low
maintaining.
maintenance. Yeah.
No, lot of cleaning. Everything is within a few feet
Mhm.
because it gets harder and harder to move, harder and harder to clean. I just want everything condensed because small is good for me. I like small. I don't like big.
Yeah.
Too much. Too much.
Yeah.
So it would only be a tiny house.
And how do you feel on the road having a dog?
Well,
She seems like great company.
she
Love
is great
Marley.
company. But a dog is a huge responsibility. You cannot leave this dog in this van in the heat anywhere. I do leave Marley maybe in the winter if I go to a restaurant, which is very rare if somebody invites me. In the summer, absolutely not. She is never left in my van by herself. You have to find places you can bring her in to do your shopping, like Walmart. They're very good about it. She's excellent in the store.
Oh,
She
is
sits
she?
in the basket. She never moves. She never barks. She sits there because she loves being there.
Yeah.
She's different outside, but she knows that if she wants to be there, she has to be quiet. So I pick stores that only I can go in with her.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones that I will
So
go
you have
into.
eyes on her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she cannot. These vans can get 140
Oh
degrees.
yeah.
She can die in this van. She's a baby. It's
Yeah.
just like a child. You don't leave children. You don't leave animals to suffer inside
Yes.
the
Thank you
van.
for that. So many
No,
people do that, and it's so
I
wrong.
will not do that for her. So it is a huge responsibility. There's a lot of, it's an expense. Dog food, shots, all of that, that all costs. And you have to weigh that out. It keeps you from doing a lot of things. So, and then you have the companionship. So
Yes.
you have a lot of things to think about. If you want to go out and just go hiking and do this and do that, and you're just going to leave your dog in the van and that's not fair to the dog. She spends all her time with me. She's so attached. So it's rare that she's in the van other than I got to run into the store, get a bag of ice or run in, you know, that's pretty much because her anxiety is tremendous.
Oh, I
Tremendous.
bet.
So I don't know the answer to that. I think it's a personal choice and what do you feel your lifestyle is going to be like.
But for you, she's great companionship,
She's
and
great
that's
companionship.
number one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's
She
nice.
keeps me focused, really.
Oh, that's good.
I think that my health is better with her
Mm-hmm.
because I'll worry about her before I worry about myself.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. She's kind of really healthy for me. Yeah.
Well, good.
Even though I complain all the time.
Yeah, it's okay.
Because she's dangerous too. She can trip
Well,
me.
she's hyper.
She's
Yeah.
hyper. You know that
Yeah,
already.
but I love her. Okay, so Lindy, you have a YouTube channel,
Yes, I do.
and we're going to post it right on top here so you guys can go and check it out. And what do you like to talk about on your YouTube channel?
Well, I started my channel to leave a legacy for my grandchildren.
Oh, okay.
They're really not interested in grandma's past, okay? So if I start talking about, oh, I did this, they're really not interested. And I thought someday they will be. What was my
They will.
grandmother like? I didn't know any of my grandmothers. I don't know any stories from them. I always wished I had had it. So my channel was started out being my legacy, my stories of my generation and how I lived, my experiences, and also since I was moving into a van, what was van life about. But it's turned into I've met so many subscribers that are in the predicament I was in. Maybe their health is deteriorating, maybe something has happened, they've lost their house, they're thinking about going into van life, and I
Mm-hmm.
want to give the real facts about van
And
life.
that's good. That's what we try to do on
Yeah,
my channel.
yeah. Just talk the reality. This is not a dream life. You're not running down the beach in a bikini at 77, okay? Not happening, okay? Gets lots of views, gets lots of subscribers,
But that's not
but
reality.
that's not reality in van life.
No.
So I try to give people the good and the bad, but I don't sell van life to anybody. You know, it's not for everybody, and it never will be. You know, so it's, I talk about it, and if someone is going into it, I try to help them go into it. And also now I'm into helping. I got an opportunity to build my channel. I was very fortunate, and now I'm trying to give opportunities to other small channels to introduce them, to give them the chance that a larger audience sees them, and to build their channels.
And we appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh, I know. They all do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they do the work.
Yes.
I only introduce them. That's the only credit I get. They do the work. So their channel is about them, not about me or their opportunity. They took the opportunity and they ran with it.
Yes, and that's great. So have you noticed more people out here on the road since you've been doing this in 5 years?
Yeah. I don't know if it's a fad or it's a lifestyle. The people who are into it for a fad are making it very bad. If it's a lifestyle, then people are learning the correct mannerisms, you know, how to appreciate their environment and protect it, not to offend the city, your neighbors, which are people in houses, sticks and bricks. You don't want to offend them when you're there. You don't want to offend the people when you're out traveling. You know, we're losing a lot of things because people are so rude and they don't appreciate and take care of the environment around the van.
Yes.
So
And what are you traveling in, Lindy? What kind
I'm
of van is
traveling in a
this?
2016 Chevy Express cargo van.
Okay. And that's working for you. You're making it work for what? For your needs.
Yeah, it's the only thing I really need. I stand up enough outside. I do not live outside. I know a lot of people say you move into this vehicle, but you're living outside. Maybe other people. I live inside my van because I live in the city. You cannot live outside your van in the city. You must be inside. So I live inside my van.
Okay.
Now, when I'm camping out, yes, I'm outside the van, but I have discovered I don't really need to stand up. I dress. I used to sit on the toilet and dress and pull my pants up, you know, because you're just getting out of the shower and you're doing your thing and you sit on the toilet and you. So I'm used to being sitting down and dressing.
Okay.
So that was easy. It's just easy for me. Would I like a stand up? Yes, but I don't want all the problems coming with it.
Yeah. For sure. And each rig has its
You
ups
know,
and downs.
wind and
Yeah.
everything. You have to research and find something that's going to suit you and that makes your lifestyle comfortable. I'm very comfortable in my little van.
Good, good, good to
Yeah.
hear. So have you found that people out here are becoming more disrespectful?
Yes.
Not
They
only to like the YouTubers out here, but just
it,
to fellow campers.
they don't even know you're YouTubers. I think if they had known I was a YouTuber, they might have thought twice about it because I could be sitting out there grabbing my phone and filming them.
Oh, true.
Okay, so
Yeah,
they don't necessarily know I'm a YouTuber. Many maybe people don't know, and I don't tell them
yeah,
simply because it just doesn't dawn on me.
yeah,
You know, first I'm a human being, and then
exactly.
whatever.
Yeah.
So they they're just come out here again. It's not just out here; it's everywhere. You know, it's in the city. I had a woman in a wheelchair who was homeless, which doesn't make you say good or bad, but she was very entitled and tried to push me out of the way as I'm paying because she wanted to get in front of me, and I was paying for my purchase, and she slapped me across the face with a T-shirt for no reason, but she wanted me out of her way. So both city and get now it's come out to out here.
Yeah.
That's where the city has all of this bad stuff. It is coming out. And all of us who have been out here before are noticing it. This year has been a really bad year for what we're seeing. And I'm not the only one who's talking about it. Everybody's talking about it.
Yes, they are. And so do you normally like to be alone when you're out and about, or do you take time to be with friends
I
or
like to be with one or two people. Um, this year I am with a bunch of people, which is not, I'm kind of liking that too, but I do have to escape because I am a very solitary person.
Mhm.
I don't camp with anybody in the city on the streets.
Right.
I'm always by myself. But I talk to everybody daily at the stores and all that. So, I'm never alone, and yet I am always
Yes.
alone.
Yes.
Out here, I don't think it's the safest thing to always be alone, but you do need alone time. So focus on coming back.
Maybe recharging
Yeah,
yourself. Yeah, you
recharging.
need that. I think everybody needs
You
that.
need you
It's
need it.
important. So, what have you learned about yourself living this lifestyle? What, as far as, did you ever think you'd be out here doing this long or being able to handle it?
I did. I really believed I could because I had it for 2 years in a parking lot with nothing, with no toilet, a little bucket, a cooler with ice in it, and a bed. That was all I had. And I had a battery operated fan. Did that for 2 years in the heat in here. No, this is like a mansion compared to what I first had. And I knew I could do it. I knew I enjoyed it. I can't explain to anyone why I like it.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. I just like the freedom of it. I don't have to put up with neighbors.
And I think until people come out and do this, they don't realize what that really means.
Yeah,
The freedom of it.
yeah. And it's hard. Freedom is different for everybody.
True.
I mean, in the city, do I have freedom? Yeah, I move from street to street, but not really because I'm tied to the people there that I'm talking to, my doctors, my family, my friends. I mean, I have friends. It's just a community,
Yeah.
but it's not a community of van dwellers. It's a community of sticks and bricks with a van dweller who happens to fit in. They like. So,
Do you think this lifestyle is going to grow?
yeah.
Yeah,
Too many
I agree.
people. Well, look at the disasters in LA.
Oh,
Where
it's
are those
awful.
people going to? We already had to have a shortage of housing. Where do you think all these people are going to go? Many of them have lost everything. And to go from a huge house to a little van like this is this is going to, and I'm not saying they're going to do that. I'm just saying if that happened, it's such a trauma. It really is a trauma. I don't know how they'll deal with it. North Carolina, all those people that
Yes.
lost their homes. There have been so many disasters. Florida. I mean, we could talk all the time. Right now, the disaster that's happening that's in the news are the fires.
Yeah.
But we have people freezing in the North Carolina because they still don't have any housing. They're in tents or vehicles.
Yeah,
They're
it's
living in
awful.
vehicles.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Florida, I don't get any news from there. I don't know. I know it's still bad. I don't
Right.
know where those people are living. Are they in vehicles?
Yeah.
That would be really hard in Florida,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we just have so many disasters happening, one after the other after the other. And we don't want to forget one, but we're always talking about the newest one.
Yes. Yes.
This one is the biggest financial hit,
Mhm.
of any of these, but it isn't any bigger than anyone else who's lost their home. Whether they're LA or they're North Carolina or they're Florida.
Yeah.
They've all lost everything.
Well, Lindy, thank you so much for sharing some of your thoughts with us. My last question is, what do you want to say to the people out there in sticks and bricks and how they treat us people who live out here on the road?
Well, there's an old saying, judge not lest you be judged. So if you are sitting there watching us, judging us, or trying to shame us, you could be here. Never forget, this could happen to you. You go, oh, no, no, I have money. No, health can wipe you out. Disasters can wipe you out.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow you can have nothing and think you're very secure. So try not to judge people too much. And we have a habit, including manners, not just sticks and bricks, of judging each other. And we need to really look at that and say, this could be me.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's so true.
yeah.
Well,
So
thank you so
thank
much,
you.
Lindy, for the interview. And by the way, Lindy is a veteran. So thank you. An Army veteran?
Army, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for your service.
Thank you. Thank you.
And good luck on the road, and I'm sure we'll be seeing more of you down the road. And go check out her channel, folks.
Lava Lindy.
Yes.
I'll see you.
Lava Lindy.
Well, it's Lindy's Awesome Van Adventure.
Yes.
Lava, Lava.
So go check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, bye, Lindy.
Bye.
Well, everyone, I hope this interview helped you if you're considering this lifestyle. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to give me a thumbs up if you liked it. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks again for watching. Bye, guys.